La vuta la se la pega ikande loku ngilindile awusafiki. La vuta la se la pega ikandlela loku ngilindile themba la awusafiki. Yabona manje ngikhanyisa elogcina umoya wami uyolala umnyameni mawungagcina ungafika ngiyotumala Hello, ma.
Hello.
One, two, one, two, one, two. Hello, hello. How are you doing? How are you feeling? You guys feeling all right? I need you guys. Kululeka, man, kululeka. We used to have a good time, wasn't it? Yeah, so let loose a little bit. Thank you for the people that also ended up joining us. For those who have just joined us, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Slim. I am the A&R and content strategist here at AM Studios, and I will also be the host for today's masterclass with Khaya, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. So I just want to get a show of hands. Who's here for the first time? Woo! Don't we love to see that? Oh, that is amazing, amazing. Thank you for taking the time to be here. Um, just some house rules quickly. Yeah? So, from a house rules perspective, if you do need the bathroom is over on that side, right? We are now officially in production. So, if you do need to use the bathroom or maybe even step out, right, just please try and make sure you avoid 1, 2, 3 cameras, nah? So you don't bump into them or anything like that. Then, from a Wi-Fi perspective, if you're not on our Wi-Fi yet, go to AMPD Studios. Yes, ne? I'm giving you guys a password before the Amped Guest 2024, right? Look for Amped Guest 2024, and then the password is AMPD Friends. Also, just quickly, the people who were in these rooms, how was it? You guys have fun? Did you guys tell your stories? Are we gonna find a new presenter to be here next week? Nah? All right, just don't take my job, though. Do you know what I mean? With everything being said. But that's good, guys. We're gonna also open those doors afterwards. So if you haven't told your story yet, you just arrived, you can still go into that room to tell your story about being bold and, and unapologetic. And if you want to go into our presenter lab and do your link, do your insert, there's also an opportunity to do that at the end. Nah? So, guys, we also, as AM Studios, right, what we do is we love empowering creatives, right? We empower through information, through masterclasses, but we also empower through platforms, right? So what we've decided to do is for every masterclass that we've done, we give an artist, not an unknown artist, but an undiscovered artist, an opportunity to be on the stage and showcase what they do, right? So today we have a very, very special lady, incredibly talented, incredibly beautiful, and she's gonna be here gracing the stage. But I only have one rule for you guys: show her some energy. You know what I mean? Like I said to her, don't come on stage unless they loud enough, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Sahu.
Hi, everybody. How are you? I am Z, but my artist name is Sahu, and today I am going to be singing for you. So I hope you guys can vibe with me, ne? So one thing, most of the songs that I'm gonna sing are about my ex, because like literally all of them, guys. So please vibe with me. If I cry, we're all gonna cry together. But can we please have fun? And yeah, whenever you guys are ready. you'll just let me know. But this is my song, You Promised. It's about him working. 1 minute he's working from Monday to Friday, next thing is working till Sunday. Like, why are you lying? Hi, Bo. My God. Okay, anyway. You promised that you never leave me. Every time you needed me, I was there. You work from Monday to Friday, now it's Monday to Sunday. You promised that you never leave me. Every time you needed me, I was there. Listen, he works from and then it's Monday to Sunday. Why you gotta be that way? Don't be that way. Why you gotta act insane when I need you here? Why you gotta be that way? Don't be that way. Why you gotta act insane when I need you here? Need you here. Remember. Don't you? Girl, you promised that you never leave me. Time you needed me, every time you needed me, I was there. Work from Monday to Friday. Now it's Monday to Sunday. You promised that you never leave me. Every time you needed me, I was there. He works from Monday to Friday. Now it's Monday to Sunday. Why you gotta be that way? Don't be that way. Why you gotta act insane when I need you here? Why you gotta be that way? Don't be that way. Why you gotta act insane when I need you here? Need you here. I need you here. Need you here. Thank you. Okay, and this next one was when I officially decided to break up with him because yeah, why yeah. So now I was just like, you know what? And like, God, you spoke, you've been speaking. So let me write about it. Let me actually tell people how hard it's been letting go of this boy. Because wow, God has been telling me that he's not the one. You know, God will show you even if you don't want to see every time. Like, okay, guys. So this song is titled Sekuphelile. So yeah, yeah. My friend here is featured on it.
Salvador, I go by the name of Certified 541. I hope you all guys good.
Abaphansi sebathethile bathi ixesha lethu
Let's go. Let's go.
lithethile lithi ixesha lethu
Let's
phelile
go.
akusavumi ukuba sibe kuye ngoba sithanda savumi ukuba sibe kuye manje sewuphelile kuphelile kimi nawe manje sewuphelile kuphelile kimi nawe yeah. Can you clap your hands?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Kuphelile, kuphelile, kimi nawe Pelile, give me now. Go pelile, give me now.
Dale a mi intuición.
Elimina nasfigo. Katuktulan zotola. Namangweba zopola.
Dale a mi intuición. Ilimela inasfigo. Katuktulan zotola. Namangweba zopola.
Aksavumi ukuba sibeguye Sanaksavumi ukuba sibeguye Oba seupelile kupelile give me now kupelile ngoba kupelile give me now Asamba samba sam ngoba kupelile give me now Last time let's go kupelile give me now Pelile, give me now Thank you so much. Bye.
Oh my goodness. Sekuphelile. Yo. You know what, Sahu? You should thank that man, girl, because you see, now you got a hit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We need to focus on the whole story. There's a hurt guy out there. You know what I mean? So, Sahu, make sure you thank that guy. You got a hit. But on a real level, man, guys, just one more round of applause because that was incredible. Oh, man, that was amazing. That was absolutely, absolutely amazing. So, guys, now we're about to jump into our masterclass. And I just want to run through the rules one more time, right? So also you guys know how today is going to go. Cool? So just another reminder, bathrooms are over on that side, right? If you do need the bathroom, please make sure that you avoid the cameras, right? If you need to step out, Wi-Fi, look for AMPD Guest 2024. I promise it's the last time. AMPD Guest 2024, and the password is AMPD Friends, and that's all caps. Nah? AMPD Friends, and that's all caps. Cool? And then, like I said, guys, we are in production. So we do need you guys to put your phones on silent. So if you haven't done that yet, now is the time. Please make sure that your phone is on silent. To the Black Grind team, please make sure that the door is closed as we're about to start rocking. Nah? Now, before that, I just want to reiterate for people who are here for the first time, people who've never seen the space, we give you guys access to resources, access to information through these masterclasses, but access to resources, which is cameras, lights to shoot content, right? To make music, to do voiceovers. And with APSA, that is free. So if you want to get access to the space for free, all you need to do is have an APSA account. Cool? So you'll get access to the space, and anything that you shoot or record within the space belongs to you as the creator. So that doesn't belong to us. So we give you cameras, lights. That's what I'm seeing you looking at me like I'm lying. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. So we give you access to those things for free if you have an APSA account, right? So if you haven't opened one, today is that day. There are bookings available next week. If there aren't bookings available next week, I will open up the bookings for you next week. Cool? All right, all right. So, guys, how today is going to go. We're going to do the masterclass. That's going to be about 45 minutes to an hour. And then right after that will be then your opportunity to ask your questions. Right. So throughout the masterclass, you guys can make sure you're asking your or you're writing your questions down. We have a Q&A area. T, I'm just double checking. Is it the same spot or are we moving the Q&A? So you're going to stand ideally behind KK, right? You're going to stand behind KK over there, and you guys will then be able to ask your question, right? When you do ask your question, we only have Khaya for a short amount of time. This man is off to Durban right after this. Gone, right? So we want to make sure that we get as much information as possible. So through that, I am asking you nicely, when you do the Q&A, that's not an opportunity for you to pitch your job, right? You are here and we are all here to learn, so let's respect each other, right? And let's respect the fact that we're all here to learn. Cool? So you come, you ask your question, and then you'll get the answer. Cool? Yes, 100%. See, he's been here before. We have a rule. It's called no life story. So you want to tell your story? We actually made a whole room for you in there, right? So you can tell your story in that room. During the Q&A is not the time to tell that story. Make sense? Cool. Can I hear you say no life story? Just want to say. There we go. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, guys. So we're about to jump into the masterclass now. I think this is going to be one of our best masterclasses. Ironically enough, I don't know if any of you guys were here for the Masichaba masterclass, which was absolutely incredible. She was here today to say thank you to Khaya for coming here. And he was like, whew, these are going to be hard shoes to fill. But I do believe after talking to Khaya, the shoes will be filled. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So a lot of us will have this idea that overnight success happens like this. No one sees the amount of work that you put in. No one sees what it takes to actually grow. This is a career of almost 2 decades, if not more, right? This is someone who has performed, done rehearsals, performed, and become a backup singer for some of the biggest talents in our country, right? They do acting, they do music, they an advocate, right? They do so much work. He's a casting director, right? He puts in so much work. If you want to look at consistency, this is the definition of it, right? And he is here to bless us and give us information on how do you become bold, how do you become unapologetic, and most importantly, how you don't take no for an answer. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you, please put your hands together for Khaya Dladla.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. How are you? I don't know what master they told you I'm coming as, but no, you panda fella. I'm just a panda. Yeah.
Khaya, how are you?
I'm good, Slim. How are you?
Oh my God, I'm good. I'm very excited. Like the energy is on a high. You know what I mean? I can feel that I'm sitting next to royalty. Royalty's in the building.
At that time, they're sitting here thinking I'm gonna share my Sangoma's number. No, babes. 0.
Not today. So Khaya, firstly, man, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to be here. I know you are extremely busy and we really appreciate you being here. We know you have a busy day, so we're gonna get cracking and get right into it.
Jump into it.
Nah?
Yeah.
So I want to take it back a little bit before the Khaya that we know today, right? The Khaya who was still bold at the age of 8, who was still unapologetic at the age of 8. I understand that you were the first male in your ballet class.
Yes, first black and male.
Black and male.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 6. And the funny thing is, that career was a mistake. and how it was a mistake.
Yeah.
I was a very energetic child. And remember, I'm one of 7 kids. I'm number 5. So I'm right in the middle. I don't get the attention I want, but I'm demanding so much.
Yes.
How I got thrown in there, it was my parents' time for break. They put me in there for a young, I just dropped to Sunday. Yo. And I was the first one to be dropped off, but I was always the last one to be picked up.
Yo.
Yeah. And all the kids, their parents are here taking pictures, taking videos.
Yeah.
And how that happened, when I was in that very same school, I did ballet, I did music, I did a bit of drama.
What school was this?
It was a private school of a lady in Glenwood, where in Durban, she opened a school for, and it was like a weekend thing. It was, you guys come in on Saturdays, and there were people who have private classes on Sundays. I didn't get the private classes. My parents weren't going to pay. So they'll drop you off there, and they'll pick you up a couple of hours later.
Okay.
So every time they pick me up, they'd always get the question of, oh, is this one yours? Oh, such a star.
Yeah.
They never knew what the star, what. They're always in the cars like, Kanti, what do you do in there? I'm like, yo, everything. It was such a happy place for me. So by the time I was 8, it's the first time I met a producer who sat outside. We waited an hour for my dad to pick me up.
A whole hour.
Yeah, everyone's gone because now he needs me for his project, but he can't just pick me up as an 8-year-old.
Jeez.
So he needs to agree with my dad, sign, give him a contract, agree on money. Then I start working. Guys, I didn't even know I get paid until I was in grade 8. I loved doing it. I didn't know I was getting paid.
Just the passion the whole time.
I did not know, because I remember being backstage at a show. I was grade 8.
Yeah.
There's this kid we were changing with backstage. He says, Aibo, you are with which agent? I tell him, he's like, oh, you guys apparently get paid very well. I was like, yeah, I think so. You know, I couldn't wait to get home. I couldn't perform. My eyes couldn't see anything. I don't remember if I did the show or not. But I got home, I was like, Ma, apparently I am loaded. And my mother, being the Zulu black mother, it's like, wait for your father. That was the first time I had
and she knows.
That was the first time. And when dad got there, he's like, it's fine. Go to the bank, open an account. Believe it or not, my first account was with ABSA.
Oh, man. I love that. I love that. And you now doing ballet, is there any challenges, right? I mean, you're saying you're the first, not only black, but the first male in there. Do they have the uniform?
No. They were literally catering for girls ever since they started. No one ever popped up needing male ballet costume. So it had to be waited for while I was in a girl's tight. Life was normal for me. I was okay as well, because somehow I did see like,
At 6.
I'm one of them. I feel like one of them. It doesn't matter, but we're dancing. I'm happy. And I'm going to be in every show because I'm the only brown thing on stage. So it's going to work. So there were challenges, because with that, there was my family to deal with. You know, like how it was a big deal. Your brother has a soccer match. Everyone is going to the soccer match. I have a ballet show, but no one's coming. It's like, yeah, everyone is just bored. I'm like, they don't get my art. Do you know what I mean?
And at that point, do you ever feel like what you do is not enough?
That demon visits you now and then. But go to where you appreciate it the most. I realized how happy I was when I'm at that school. Even when I had a flu, I am going. Because the instructors there and the coaches, they appreciated me like I was the biggest star they had in life.
Jeez.
So every time I'm home, I'm like, oh, when is Saturday? Oh, I'm washing dishes. I'm lawning. But when I get there, oh, superstar, how are you? They hug me.
So at home, they're treating you like you're a normal person.
At home, I remember after matric, it's like, okay, we get it. You've been doing this for a very long time.
Yeah.
Now we're serious. What's your real job?
What do they mean? What is your real job?
As in, what am I going to do? Like, I'm like, no, the same thing I've been doing. It's just that now I'm going to be doing at a bigger platform, because now I don't have to go to school. You know what I mean? I'll go to varsity, but I'll be performing. Like, you know, they were like, no. No, I mean like a real job. I get it. This was fun. We had fun. Because the only agreement for me to continue doing this while I was in school, primary and high school, was that should my grades drop, we stop. So I had to hold performance work and schoolwork. So I need to maintain. And yeah, my dad was an academic. So if it's not an A, you failed.
And after school, is there any point in time where you had to go get a job or like a corporate job, so to say? Or were you just straight right after school?
I was an
into the
artist
art?
throughout school. So I'd be away from school for 3 months doing a show. I'll come back, I'll be writing assignments and tests by myself in the office.
What? Is that not incredible?
Yeah, because it was either if you fail, we're gonna stop this whole thing. So I couldn't fail. It was impossible to fail because I'm giving up my career if I do.
And at your lowest, what is motivating you through that period?
It's everyone, man, you see. You know, I remember saying I'm going to study television and film and drama and whatever. My dad was so Zulu, guys, you have no idea. He would say things like, okay, so call me anyone who studied whatever you want to study, who has a house and a car. Where am I gonna find Connie Ferguson in Durban? Where am I gonna find all these people? I literally had to beg because all my dreams were on television. And there's nothing in KZN that was happening on television. There was theater shows, you get one a year, sometimes if you like it two. So where I'm saying I'm gonna study this and this is gonna be my life. And he's gonna spend his money. Ooh, guys, the parents, you have no idea how you delay your kids' dreams. It's a delay. It's a young delay, but also for me, it helped. It built character. I wasn't handed anything.
Yeah.
It built a lot of character.
And do you have any advice for parents that are maybe they have a kid who has the potential, right? But they're like, I don't know if I have the right finances, right? Because a lot of the time, Tina, as Black people, it's like the finances is there's only so much money we can spend on this thing, right? We can only risk so much,
Yeah.
right? So sometimes it's trying to protect the whole family and not realizing that you're actually putting someone with so much potential at risk. Do you have any advice to parents on how they can actually help their kids?
I think parents need to listen to the verbal and the non-verbal of their kids. The fact that someone is in this room, they got imali yoguza here from their parent. The parent is listening. Let me go see what you're going to find. Go there. Let's find out. Do you know what I mean? So observe how your child shows up for themselves as for the specific passion. Because I can tell you now, even if you are a cleaner and you're a passionate cleaner, you'll be the best cleaner in this entire country. Everyone will look for you because of how you show up for what you do. It's not necessarily about entertainment. It's anything you do. How much do you show up for it? You look at it and be like, okay, maybe not the bread today. Let me not buy the bread. Let me go photocopy my CV. That's showing up for you. You sacrificed something. So it's easier for you to maintain it. I had a nephew asked me to help him start his business. I'm like, oh, great. So he tells me the idea of his business. So I'm like, so how much do you have? He's like, no, you're going to assist. I'm like, oh. I said, this is how it's going to work. You will find a job, whether it's a store, a salon, a call center, a car wash, wherever. You keep that money every day until you reach the goal to make your dream true, because you will wake up in the morning, even if it's raining, because you invested your last cent on that business. You will appreciate it more than me giving it to you.
100%. And I love how you said your parents are looking at you as Mdwana, kid from Mlaz, right? What was the transition like leaving Durban and coming to Johannesburg to say, did you have any type of support in terms of family here in Joburg? Did you have any type of support in terms of financial support here in Joburg?
That thing is crazy, because to be honest with you, another problem I had, I grew up thinking I was rich because of what my parents pushed themselves to get me. I had very wealthy friends. You go to a good school, your friends are all rich. Everyone's like, so December, are you coming with us to New York? Yes. And then I get home, New York. I'm like, no, guys. So I did have that problem until I had to realize, and every time I wanted something, my father would ask, because I grew up, Nandi Matita was my friend. And Nandi used to sing. I used to sing with Nandi sang. We were vibes. And I was like, oh my God, Nandi just told me we are doing this and we are doing this. It's like, oh, nice. So what's Nandi's name? Barim Goma. And when you see, you're not the same. So it took the fight in me. I remember I worked at a mall in retail. Guys, the one thing that I helped the customers with obviously was putting together their outfits, but they will always spot me because I would sing louder than the music in the shop. There's no way I was not going to perform. It was somehow a performance for me. Some people was like, oh, why don't you take this thing serious? I'm like, my babe, I wish.
Nah?
Yeah, I wish. I want to take it serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's the resources around us and the amount of support we have. It's crazy, but yeah.
One of the things that sitting on stage with a lot of incredible professionals, they always talk about the lessons leading up to them being this version of themselves. So you working retail, is there I'm sure there's someone here who's like, I'm working a job I do not want to be in.
Absolutely.
Right? But there's certain skills that job may be giving them. It could be communication skills, it could be time management skills, whatever the case may be. Is there anything you can say you pulled out of that phase in your life, a skill, and you're like, I'm still applying that today? Thank God for that job, even though I hated it.
Yeah.
I was able to become more of myself because this pulled it out of me.
Everything you do. Every single thing you do, the friend you chose in high school taught you which friend not to choose in varsity. You get to work, you realize, no, loyal and trikarisha, unkumbuza, ooh. So everything for you needs to be a lesson. All of it, from a relationship perspective to a career choice. I've worked in PR and marketing from different firms, different agencies. Everywhere I went, I'd be so impressed by the boss, but I'd be taking something and I'd choose, no, I will not be this person. Because you speak to everyone below you like they are nothing. I won't be that. However, what I took from you, you are creative. You make a splendid events in seconds. I'll take that from you. From you, I will take your time. You are a timekeeper. From you, I will take this, but you are a horrible. I've seen you with your kids. You are a horrible parent. So everywhere you go, you need to pick what works for you. I've read so many how-to books of South African authors of how I got out of my marriage. I'm becoming. I mean, babes, that's their recipe. I'm reading for reference sake. You know what I mean? I just want to see what got you out of the situation or what got you doing greater things. No one has a recipe for life besides living it. Because your recipe won't be mine.
Oh man, that's incredible. Yeah. That's incredible. So now we transition out, right? And now you're now working, right? You're out of so to say retail, but now you're working. Né? And a lot of the time when you're starting out in the arts, like you said, I mean, it started at the age of 8 for you, right? A lot of the time there comes a time we end up being overbooked, but very much underpaid.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Oh, yes.
And someone watching and saying, listen, before we even get overbooked, right? I'm getting my first booking, I'm getting my second booking, but hey, malay hangan, right? Do you have any advice for someone who's in a position like that? Was there a point in time where you were starting to get gigs, but the money I hangan?
Yeah. I remember there was a time where I probably had like 4 gigs a day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're doing 4 gigs.
Yeah, because I think I was like 15,000 Rand. But I'm in the midst of people who were 80,000 Rand. But I am so busy and I'm so tired, right? And I was like, you know what? Let me up my price. It went from 15 to 25.
That's a leap.
Crazy. From 4 gigs, it went to 6. Because there's a thing about people finding things, cheap, I'm sure you could write. You up the price, you're like, yeah, I want it, I can pay it, you know what I mean? Because to be honest with you, If you were to count some of the superstars you guys know, someone you pay 120,000 rand as an event owner to see, go and evaluate what they do exactly when they get to you. Do you know what I mean? Efosho here, efosho there. But because they've packaged themselves so well, they're able to sell you. Guys, bread uses the same ingredients, but it's a different price. At a Boxer, at a Woolies, at a Checkers, it's the same ingredients. This bottle of water could be 50 rand on a flight. If I've rand, my friend. So go where this bottle holds more value. That's what you're supposed to do. Package yourself better. Then there was a time when I was like singing 65K. It took it from 65K, it's actually 80. But now I realize that, no, now I need to make it believable. It's yeah, you know what I mean? The charge 18 is, are they going to pay it? What? Let me add bodyguards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm a, you have an aesthetic. You have a look. You know what I mean? It's life is a trick every day. Everyday life is a trick. Every shisanyama guys sells meat. But they will go to something at the couch, not a crate. So it made sense. So how you package yourself every day invites a certain group of people. Yeah, so every day, think of what you are as a package. Who buys me? What do they get out of me when they buy what I give them?
Wow. You know, one of the, what you are so to the theme of being bold and unapologetic, right? Like, it's incredible, I must say. And have you ever been in a room, in a space, right, where you feel like there are people trying to pull that boldness out? They're trying to dim that light, because a lot of the time already, as Ndomnyama, you come into a room, you must, you know,
Yeah.
it's like you always have to remember, be humble, and I'm not saying being humble is wrong, right? But you almost get, it's like you can get overlooked.
But be humble to the right people.
Mhm.
Be humble to the right people. Be humble to the people who want to appreciate you. Because when you're humble, sometimes they see a doormat they can wipe their feet on. So everywhere you go, you need to learn how to read the room. Do they respect you enough for you to be humble for them? Or just be a bit of a cocky? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those things where even a walk into an audition, how many of you have been in an audition? That room is intimidating. That room is, it's so not the right space for people to come and deliver their craft. That's why if I'm on a casting seat, the first thing you do, how are you? I make you come down, because I know what you're going through. Those butterflies, I need you to use them correctly for your performance. So when you walk into a room and people want to take away from you, firstly, evaluate, am I losing anything from this room? Do I really, really want to be in this room? Or let me try the next one. They'll appreciate me more. So that's where you are embraced. Your confidence is better than walking into, my love, we are in a hurry. On the mark, look into camera, your name and surname. Thank you. Thanks. Don't call us, we'll call you. Where you left the room not feeling like you got the job, it's unfair. So it's also the person who's pulling you down's responsibility to make sure you don't feel little. But also it's your responsibility that whoever tries to make you feel little does not win.
Oh, incredible, man. And I love that you spoke about the casting directing, right? I'm sure there's a lot of potential actors or future actors in the room, right? And some of them don't even have the boldness to go into the room. They're so afraid to go into the audition room. Is there 3 things you can give them to say, whether it's a form of guidance or it's a form of a tip, an insight that you can give them to say, go into a room like this. 3 tips that you can give anyone that wants to go into acting or auditioning at least.
So everything you decide to do, whether you decide to wake up and go try for the job and decide to audition for the gig, you need to remember that whatever decision you do, whether you go or don't go, one of them means I'm pulling through for myself, or it means I'm betraying myself. So every time think about it, because it's like, yo, there's gonna be so many people. What if top billing doesn't choose me? But did you think, what if they choose you? Then what happens? How do you know you're not what they're looking for until you actually go there? So you must always remember, it's either you are not, you are betraying yourself, or you are pulling through for yourself. And just because you got to know, it's like, okay. Then they hire the person. I mean, guys, I've watched shows that I auditioned for, and I watched the character they hired. I'm like, Lorna, instead of me, no. Do you know what I mean? And then my mind brings me back to say, the day you don't clap for others, your day is not coming. Clap. It's their turn. It was their job. They're supposed to get it. Let it go. Let it go, because maybe not getting it is availing me for what's big waiting for me. So you must always see there's another side to everything. So don't always be like, oh, I didn't get it. No, I didn't get it. But think about, okay, maybe I was a little nervous. Let me see what this person does. And then you watch, and now you are watching top billing. You look at top billing. You look at yourself, you're like, you. You're the tranquility is stunning. It's stunning. Follow me as we go to Zimbabwe. Yeah, being ready. No, being ready, but well done to me for trying. Being ready, but yeah, because you need to be honest with yourself. You need to be very truthful to you. Don't sabotage yourself by not trying, but also be realistic. You know what I mean? Be realistic. It's the biggest pandemic for me than COVID. For me, COVID is not even close to the pandemic I'm going to talk about. Identity. The biggest pandemic we have. It takes one Uncle Waffles for 100 to pop up the next year. Why are you not doing you? Every day. And this is simple, because the more you do you, you are able to do it again tomorrow. Every time you do you, no one does you better than you. Why do you want to wake up and be Bonang Muteva? Why do you want to be those people? Because they were sleeping, they woke up, they became them. You were sleeping, you woke up, now you became. Do you know what I mean? You are betraying yourself instantly, because you can't do them constantly. You will be exhausted being in character every day. That's why I look at the people who have their identities on lock, on how successful they are. Because they're gonna do it again tomorrow. You call Alfie, he's Alfie today, he's Alfie tomorrow, he's Alfie next month. It's the same. You're gonna find consistency in them because they are doing them full color.
Oh, incredible. Incredible. And to the topic of being yourself, right? And staying true to you, right? I want to just slightly move towards now the acting, right?
Yeah.
The casting, directing. Now let's talk about the acting. I think it's safe to say one of the biggest characters you've played, UGC. Yeah. Yeah. How was that character for you? Was that character the character you've always wanted to, because you played it so naturally? Nah? Was that a mask, like you're saying, that you put on? Or was it just like, no, guys, this is made for me, so this was me being me?
Okay. So how people don't know that the job was not really mine. There was no character called GC at all. Shout out to Stained Glass and Kukuzuma Ngube and the producers. I auditioned because I heard that they were looking for actors and singers. So I auditioned for both, and I sing very well. So they hire me as a singer, and I'm like, okay, when do we sing? They're like, no, there's gonna be a choir on the show, so you're gonna sing. And my mind is like, okay, this is the first production to shoot in Durban. I'm a performer. Every time people see me on TV, I'm in the choir just singing. I'm like, am I not gonna say anything? They're like, no, you don't have to say anything. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. So they call me again. Apparently the choir is shooting, but they're not gonna be singing. It's gonna be like they're standing here behind people who are speaking, background. So the lady says, so can you come in tomorrow? I'm like, what do I say? Do I have lines? She says, no, you don't. I'm like, babe, do you want to call me when I have lines? Because it's really not working. I'm like, I'm not. So I get them. I actually don't go. They open another call for auditions. I go again and I fill out the same form. This time up there, I put a hashtag choir member. Because I mean, you've hired me now. You booked me as a choir member of the, but I feel like there's a character. Why am I not acting? I deliver scripts, I deliver. Oh, I get there, by the way, they say, we're not giving forms anymore. This lady says, we no more forms. I'm like, don't do that. So people turn and they go away. I'm like, I'm not going to go anywhere. I will even audition for these producers by their cars. I'm not moving. It's a big show. It's a new show in KZN. Like, what? At least can I get like one episode? Then I go, it's fine. So they get there, and when it's time for the last group to go in, I go in with them. They take everyone's form, they audition them. I'm the last one. They say, okay, and you, where's your form? I'm like, that lady didn't give it to me. But I'm ready. I know the lines. I can get onto it. It's okay, go. I deliver. Oh, nice. They're like, okay, just give this one a form. And I'm like, in front of those producers, I said, Sissy, don't ever again do what you did because you don't know what it took for me to get here. And what if I'm going to work with you soon? Don't be like that. So they took that energy and they were like, okay. So they get me a call, ne? GC has like 2 lines or 3 lines for like 3 episodes. I'm like, what? And guys, the line is so short. And I had to make it very long. For to be remembered, you know what I mean? It was my moment when they told me the camera's on you. I was like, okay, you don't tell me twice. I pulled it so crazy that the director was like, ah, that's nice. I like you. I like you. It goes on until everyone at production stands on set to a round of applause when they say cut. And I realized, okay, shit, this thing, I'm good at it. People clap. I'm like, okay, this is nice. Then they decide that, okay, I'm done shooting there's no more lines for me. So I'm like, thanks for the opportunity. So we're actually thinking of keeping you for the season. And you need to be aware that I had to ask, with lines, am I gonna say things? Am I gonna speak? Is it gonna be with lines? They say, yeah. And don't you know that the GC, all you don't know, stood for gay character. There was no name for it. That's when I had to now create an entire storyline. T creates that there's a GC, Kamakulu Kletshwayo, gave it a whole body and a human being. It did not exist.
What?
So the thing with that lesson, everything you are given is a massive opportunity. Everything you are given is a huge opportunity. I kept on growing that thing. I get to the producer. I'm like, the director, I said to Lizuma, what if GC spoke English? I said, no, it's always going to be Zulu. Don't. Kid, no, what if GC can speak Hills? And she's like, don't do that. Let's try it. And then it never stopped. Right? And it's crazy.
I think one of that's incredible.
And then I was there for 8 seasons.
It's
madness.
So incredible. And I can't get over the fact of how you chose to push back. You know what I mean? Because they were saying, no, we have enough. You shouldn't be in the room.
Yeah.
Right? No form. like, and there's so many of us that go through that where it's like, okay, they've said enough, so now, and you had the boldness
Try again.
to push back.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get, absolute no, you get declined for a loan. Come back in like 3 months. What if the loan then goes?
Yes.
You try again. You never know. Just try one more time. It could be a thing. Your business was probably at the wrong location. It's a great business. Just move it to a busier corner. Do you know what I mean? It's not all bad. Take it to where it's going to be valued.
Jeez. Incredible, right? And now you become GC for 8 seasons. Nah?
Yeah.
Is there a time where you ever feel like you are now boxed into this character?
Yes. After I
And how
left,
do you get out of that?
yeah, after I left Uzalo for the first time, I was off screen for 2 years. That's when I allowed my casting career to grow. I was casting for different productions, Your Black Brains, films and television. I was looking for talent. And the one thing people don't know about me, I get so bored seeing a face I know in an audition room. I don't know what happens. Like, I feel like every time I sing, it's yabo lo sisi lo une afro. Khona into azongenzela yona emnandi, angimazi, trust. That's why I will beg you in an audition room to give me what I want until I find it. I continued with that. Then I started representing talent. I had actors that I represent from different productions. I negotiate a very fancy contract for you. Because I know how it happens. Your first job, they make you famous but broke. Right? You now it's like, how do I move out of Icas? Because I don't have the budget. Yes, I'm famous, but I can't afford the Maboneng rent. You know what I mean? So I'm that person. The person I am now to talent is the person I wish I had when I started. Yeah, because everyone calls me. I just got my first call for Ushaga. What do I say? What do you want to say to them? Are you aware that they just, because what you guys do, every time an opportunity comes in, you get an imposter syndrome of feeling like, I shouldn't be here. Why did they call you? They need you. There were 5 other options of you. They called you. They need you. So you tell them what you need from them. I will come to work, but if you give me that much, I mean, yeah. That negotiation line where they said you're gonna get yourself to work. Oh, if that's the case, my dear, you need to add 1.2, okay? Because this is just for the acting. I didn't count the transports. We're gonna feed you, okay? You can, yeah, it's fine, don't do. But we can accommodate. Sisi, edit 3,000. Because when I thought I was gonna get accommodation. So that negotiation process, I learned this from a man called Dumandlovu, the creator of Mubango. Never walk out of a negotiation room unhappy, because you will do that job unhappy for the rest of your life. There will be a meeting ground. That's the one time where you don't want to be liked. You're just fighting for what belongs to you. Because there's nothing wrong, guys. There's the same bread at Woolies. But when you don't afford the bread at Woolies, what do you do? Opt next. You go to the next shop. You don't say you lose. Drop your price. That's what you do to yourself all the time. Where you are a hairstylist, you say, I braid people for 800 rand. I don't want you in a 6. I'm operating a 6. They'll respect you. They'll respect you when you respect yourself.
Have you ever had imposter syndrome?
Every day.
What?
It is
how
the
do you
craziest
deal with
thing.
it?
In this industry, I get booked, firstly, as an MC, as a DJ, as a presenter, as a host. I get booked. Sometimes you are backstage and you ask yourself, dear God, how did you put me in this room? Uti Jeb, oh my gosh, I'm such a huge fan of Tebe. Which is sure Tebe, me to relax, but my heart is quasering. I'm a fan. I'm dying inside. I want to jump, but I don't want to make it awkward. I want it to be cool. You know what I mean? I get into rooms where my heart beat so fast. There was a campaign where they had South African 8 top celebrities. So when they called me, they're saying you are on the list of South African 8 top celebrities. It was a different, it's a juice brand. I'm like, 80. As in 1 to 8. You put me in that list. Now my mind is like, yeah, I was quoting, I'm a nobody. Like top 80. That's me doubting myself. Only to find that room had Bonang Mateba, had Somizi in there. There was Kanye Bawu. There was Babes Wodumo, Clement Musa. I was like, actually, I deserve to be in this room. I actually am supposed to be in this room. I'm not lost. I'm not lost because everyone in that room just did them. It was their thing. There's no duplicates of somebody else in this room. There's one Babes Wodumo. There was one Somizi, there's one Khaya, there was one Clement Musa. You can't repeat that. So I doubted myself for a second until I was like, don't you dare, don't you dare. Yo, I fetch myself very fast. But I'm also very realistic with myself. Like, guys, you must shoot your shot. I'm telling you now, you must shoot your shot. Like right now, I'm sitting here applying to be the new ambassador for ABSA. So you must shoot your shot at all given times. If I were to tell you right now, I could open my phone, the DMs from me to Tyler Perry, to Shonda Rhimes, they will read them one day. Do you know what I mean? Shoot your shots. They can respond 5 years from now, but they will respond. So shoot your shots. Every time, every day is an opportunity for you to be better tomorrow.
Oh, that is incredible. Yo, I have so many questions. Oh my God. Okay, I want to take us just a step back, man,
Yeah.
to where you were saying you're on there for 8 seasons.
Mhm.
You don't work for 2 years, right? And one of the things that we struggle with, Tina, especially in the creative sector, is taking a few steps back to reset, right? And when you pivot, right, you re-strategize and you're finding another identity. They say, no, this person's now washed, or this person is. Do you remember what that felt like in those 2 years?
Yes.
Where you are saying, okay, I'm now off here and I'm building this career, right? Which is another pillar, another lane, right? Probably people saying, what are you doing now? Oh, you fell off. Do you have any advice for someone who is at a path, right? Where they're like, everyone knows me for this,
Yeah.
but I also want to do this.
They also don't know your big dream. They don't know your end goal.
Mm.
They know what they think they know about you. I remember the most painful thing is saying no to a job when you don't have one, because I have an end goal. The reason why after Uzalo, I think I received a call from 3 different channels offering me a character similar to GC. My mind was like, I will accept this. This will be all I'll do for the rest of my life. I would say, no, thank you. No, thank you. I needed something completely out of it. Then came a hostel. And I was like, yes, give it to me. I'll change my voice. I'll change my what. I'll do that. And that's why, because I'm a canvas. I'm born within the LGBT community, but as a performer, I'm a producer and director's canvas. You wake up in the morning, you are looking for a uncle. Ki uncle. Are you gonna pay me to be uncle? I'm gonna come. So you must always pull back at all times, because only you know the end goal. You know why you're saying no. Look at things like brand deals. Those who do brand deals on social media. There are certain times where you get a brand deal. Like if I were to sign right now a brand deal with ABSA, you are aware that no other bank is gonna call me. So that's my sign up. I'm taking that. So whatever deal I have with them must stick must be nice because their competitors can't call me. So same with you at all times. You know the end goal. Do I take this? Do I drop it? You must be selfish with yourself because also it's either you're pulling through for yourself or you're sabotaging yourself. So every day, think, what's the bigger picture? What's the big, and guys, trust me, people are gonna think you crazy. Some of your dreams are, I'm sure in a movie, some of you have a whole album in your bedroom recorded. It looks crazy, but if you commit to it, one person will catch. It takes one person to say yes.
Oh man, the amount of self-belief you have in yourself is sure, man. Like you literally on fire. Like you literally on fire. And I just want you, if you can give advice to someone who does have the talent, they do have the ability, but they lack that self-belief. Is there any advice that you have for someone who is in that position where they have the talent, they know that I know I can do this thing, but I'm just so afraid from a self-belief. I don't believe it. I don't believe in myself enough. Is there any advice that you have for someone going through that?
Consistency. Consistency helps you not to give up. Because the crazy thing about giving up, you give up today, your turnaround time was probably tomorrow. You don't know what it looks like. So you dig and dig and dig, and just before you get there, you're like, it was literally tomorrow. You can't give up. It can look crazy. Sometimes it's exhausting. I can tell you now, where you're like, what? It even worse when the people around you are getting what they want. So you are you are not even bewitched. Don't start and say my gogo never did, my neighbor's monkey on the roof. No, I'm telling you now, some of those things you need to understand, it's building character, because if all these things didn't happen to me, will I be here explaining how I got through it? It builds character. It gives you textures and layers. Mina, you can place me as a way to I'm a creatine. I fit in the circle. I'm in the mix of it, but also take me to Santon. You know what I mean? I'll fit in Santon. Because you must remember who you aspire to be in the first place. That's why for you, end goal is always here. Whatever you do, I need to be in Santon. I need to be in Santon one day. I need to shop in Santon one day. It's your end goal. It's your end goal. How you spend your money is based on your end goal. How you save your money is based on your end goal. All of it, you have a goal to get to. It has nothing to do with your auntie. It's worse, it has nothing to do with that boyfriend of yours. That girlfriend, it has nothing to do with them. It's a you thing. And you are the only person who can sabotage it. So don't ever give up. Invest in your craft. You being here is already investing in what you do. Every day, invest, pour into it, because whatever you plant is exactly what you're going to get out. You chose to be here. You told your friend that we are going here. Are you Give Friday. I'm thirsty. Gone ganje. So your friend chose something else and you chose to be here. It's you choosing you every day.
Love that. I love that. And I mean, casting director, actor, background singer, right? Yes, right. And now you can also add radio presenter to that. Favorite job?
Favorite job in the
Why?
world. It's the one place where I don't have to be anyone else. It's the one place where if I love the song, I'm gonna be like, I love the song. You know what I mean? It's the one place where I advise people as Khaya. It's like, my man cheated on me, but I forgave him, and then I came back, and then I forgave him, and then I came back. Get him in, my baby. All right, listen, I'm tired of the story. Who said forgive him? take accountability and move on. So it's one place where it's my favorite place to be. Nothing I enjoy like being me. I mean, I'm the only person in this room who feels like namhlanje I feel like wearing a dress. Actually, I'm gonna wear a suit. You know what I mean? Because it's like, how do I feel today? You know, I chose to dress like this in the morning. I was like, They say AMP Studios. They said APS. They said youth. Let go. So I'm that person. I come through for me every day.
Yes.
I will come through for me, guys, and I will leave you behind
I love
at
that.
all times.
I love that. And for someone who is in the room and they're like, I really want to be on radio, right? And they just don't know how to start. Is there any advice, recommendations that you can give to them to say, no, to go on radio? Do you start? Do you send emails? Do you start at local radio? Is there any advice that you have for someone trying to get into that career?
Are you aware that you gave them the advice without even realizing you are giving them the advice before we started? How many of you here already have an ABSA account? Do you understand that they just told you you have a studio? Are you aware of what they just told you? They just told you that if you have an ABSA, some of you who don't have them, you were supposed to go online, how to get an ABSA account. Download the app. So they've already told you the recipe, but I'm not going to put the ingredients in the pot for you. Because already somebody is a step forward by having the account. Now the next move is to come here and be like, I'd like to use a studio to record my radio demo. Same studio, record the radio demo. Then you will knock at every station. One will say yes. The studio is wherever. You can record this demo in this very venue. You already got to. They've told you how to record. All you need to do is search what should be on a radio demo. How should it be structured? Because radio is also an identity job. It's an identity job because you're going to be doing it every single day for a couple of hours. So you must have a way to greet, a way to sign off. For me, your favorite queen of the airwaves, it's good night and God bless. Yes, it's your signature. You must have an identity that you can do every single day to be easy to do, but also be entertaining. Radio is no longer a voice job. You remember how they all had such beautiful voices? Yeah. Now it kind of needs brains. It needs you to read, watch the news, understanding what's happening around you. But radio is that kind of a job. You guys already have demo equipment. It's up to you.
Yes.
Shout out to ABSA.
Come on. I love it. I love it. And you, I'm sure, with the amount of people you've worked with, right? I mean, you've worked with the likes of Tani Somazwai, Hugh Masigela. I mean, the list is endless, right? How important is relationships in the space that you're in? In being a creative, how important is the relationships and the networking?
Very important. Do you know that everyone who's an actor on my phone has their full name and I have actor next to it? Everyone who's a singer on my phone has their full name and I have singer. So every time they're like, Khaya, we are looking for a guy, 25, 28. All I do is get on my contact list and I type actor. Everyone on my contact list with the name and actor is now in a chance of getting a job because of who they were, and I decided to keep them. I'm not going to get anything from that because I'm not the 25, 28. Would be nice, but I'm not. Why would you gatekeep that? If it's good for somebody else, when you know that your neighbor sings, you know you can't sing. Maki, they are looking for singers at the market. Go to baseline, there's auditions. Don't keep it. Because you know somebody, that person you got that audition for gets the job. One day in there, they become somebody. They're like, I have somebody who's gonna do that. They can't sing, but that's the same person you open the door for you. They can open a bigger door for you than the one you opened for them. Do you know what I mean? Just share the information. No one's gonna die. No one's gonna.
And I'll jump into one more question before we move on to our Q&A, because I am sure there's a lot of questions. Nah?
Yes, dump him. I'm joking. I'm joking.
You're 10 ninja.
No, I'm joking.
What is the legacy that Khaya wants to leave behind?
As much as I feel like my last job in this life will probably be on radio, that is something I'm gonna do in my 60s, I believe. I love doing that thing. But I love teaching. I love teaching from a point of experience. I'm the kind of teacher who says, yeah, read chapter 5, but in real life, you won't need it. I'm that kind of teacher where I'm like, yeah, read it. It might be in your exam, but in real life, babes, it doesn't work like chapter 5. It's more of like chapter 13. So I will teach at some point, whether be it in my own academy.
Yes.
I will definitely teach.
Definitely.
I will definitely teach. Because not everyone can afford these crazy school fees. These institutions are not friendly with it, and I understand they need to pay bills and pay people. But there's opportunities now. You go to Soweto Theatre. There is a Dillon's Arts Academy there, where they host these classes every single day for you as a dancer, as a singer, as an actor. You attend there. You know what I mean? There are opportunities at the Joburg Theatre. So those are academies I'm telling you about. Those are schools you can go to. Um, Everything you get is an opportunity for you. Like you could have been in this very same room with all of us now, and you felt like something is missing in this event. Reach out to the owner of the event. Guys, I am a gap filler. I get to a restaurant, I'm like, oh, it's cold here. Hi, can we get a little blanket? They're like, we don't have blankets. I'm like, okay. I come back a day later with one sample with the company logo. I think you guys need these. I'm selling them for 500 Rand each. It looks like you need about 50 for now. They tried. I got it made for 80 Rand. Do you know what I mean? Look at the gaps. Don't not to do what everyone's doing. You are in the entertainment business, great. Not everyone is going to be in front of the camera. Some will direct, some will write, some will produce. Look at what is missing. Firstly, we know there's a very small number of Black girls writing. There's not many female writers. So yes, you love music, but maybe not on stage. You'll write, Naima K will sing it. You'll write, Boosie will sing it. Do you know how much money you make as a person who wrote the song? You make more money than the person who sang it. Because it's your IP, it's your brains. So everything, guys, money is in front of you every day. Just take it.
Incredible. Incredible. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna move on to our Q&A session. But before we even, I usually do round of applause at the end, but geez, this was Khaya, thank y'all, man.
Thank you, thank you.
I wish we had more time. I really,
At
really
this
wish.
point,
Nah.
yeah, at this point, would be nice.
But let's jump into our Q&A. So the way that our Q&A works, guys, nah, is that The Q&A area is over there. So if you have a question, lift your hand. Let's see how many people have questions. Okay, so if you guys can start making your way to that area, né? And then you form a nice line, kancane, and then you guys will ask your questions. Now,
Nonke. All of it. Oh.
now guys, do not forget, né? We had rules, né? What did I say the rule is? No life story. Absa has a room in there saying your story matters.
Yeah.
You can tell your story in there.
Oh.
Here, we're in the masterclass phase still. So we still want to make sure the questions that you are asking, you make sure everybody is getting knowledge and getting information. Fair? All right. Thank you guys so much. Do we have our first question ready? All right. If you can introduce who you are, what you do, and then your question.
Okay, hi, my name is Vinolia. I'm from West Rand.
Wow.
I'm a content creator.
Okay.
Yes. In a count of 1, 2, 3, can we all give Khaya a blow kissy? 1, 2, 3. You deserve it, girl. We love you so much.
Thank you.
And you embrace that stage whenever we're looking at you.
Thank you.
So my question is, from the retail store and to this Khaya, because I started knowing you in Uzadu.
Yeah.
From retail store to this Khaya, please in details, how did it happen?
A very quick one. I straight got back into stage performance. I went into theater. So by the time you guys met me on Uzalo, my career has already been 17 years on stage. So I've been cooking on stage like crazy, going on tour, coming back. I think the first Black director and producer to work with was Mbongeni Ngema. Because remember, my career started in the arms of very graceful white people. Where I was doing Annie, Sound of Music, Curtain Up, Oliver Twist. Then I met Mbongeni Ngema. I'm like, what is he dancing? Because I was like, what is this? What is this called? You know what I mean? And the first thing he said to me, the first time he saw me, I was stretching outside. He's like, hey, you're not going to need that. And my leg was in the air. He's like, you're not going to need that. And then he heard me sing. He heard me perform. He says, oh, I can't wait to teach you how to perform. I was like, is he crazy? I'm a superstar. Only to find when you get there, you knew nothing. You know why? You were in the midst of people who know little and thought you were huge. Until you got to someone huge, as a small fish that you became in that big tank. But I got there, I absorbed. I learned. It made me a better backing vocalist. I understand music easily. You play a note, I sing it. Yeah, that's just, yeah.
Incredible. All right, name, what you do, and your question. Also, sorry guys, one more thing, ne? T, they must stay there after they've asked the question, ne? Yeah, if you can just, once you've asked the question, if you can just stand in that position, ne? All right, cool, thank you.
All right, molweni, igama nglikhona menzeleleli. I'm an actor qualified from DUT. All right, before my question, I just want to put myself on the spot and say, Khaya, as a talent manager, I would trust you to represent me as an actor. If that's possible, can you please add me onto your contact list or to your database? I promise you I'm dope.
It's simple. And do you know that already you have a blue, for me, you already have a blue tick. Some of the best actors in this country come from the institution you come from. Amazing. Don Tandeka King comes from that school. Temkosi Mthembu, Linda Nxumalo, Wiseman Mncube. It's a long list of superstars. You already have a blue tick from me.
All right. Now to my question. A few weeks back, we had another master class, and one of the things that I noted and highlighted as important is the psychology of selling, how to sell yourself, being confident, which is something that I still feel, Ogoti, a lot of us need to be trained. And I just want you to stress it out, Ogoti, how important is how you speak, the confidence that you have in yourself, and the spaces that you find yourself into what you do and the outcomes of whatever it is that you do.
It is very important. Also remember that everything you do has your first job, especially as a performer, is believability. Have you seen people sing gospel and you're like, I feel Jesus is inside them. Ne? Then there's like, yeah, ucula kahle, but I didn't goosebump. I didn't, you know what I mean? I don't believe Jesus is inside you. You know what I mean? Same with any other thing you do. If you're getting a call from someone, guys, do you know how many things I've taken over the phone as a policy and I've covered and what? Because of the person selling. I literally couldn't say no. So no, it's not that bad. It's 169 rand, and I can literally activate it for you as soon as you just accept the mandate, and you're up and like okay, okay. It's how you sell it. It's how you sell it. It's how remember. Like like over the phone, you just took my money, but I'm like, such a pleasant guy. But yeah, tricky.
man.
So every day you step out, remember, are you buyable? Can I buy who you are? Can I buy what you do? And every day plays it like that. Hello, like if someone is selling you a funeral cover, they can't sound dead. Because now I feel like the funeral cover is gonna work now. Like, don't scare me. Make it nice that I'm gonna die. Make it nice that one day you're gonna die, but guess what? Your family will be taken care of. So it's like, yeah, shame. Ngibuza baby unomntana. Yeah, oyi-1. Cabanga umntanakho usumshiyele ama-million. Oh yes. You have used emotion. You've used relatability. Because remember, people, and I would, especially to those who aspire to be radio presenters, there's a thing that presenters do now when you listen to radio, where they broadcast above us. You listen to them and it sounds like they have a better life than ours. That's not relatable. It's distasteful. And I will switch to the next station where the person speaking sounds like they know my problems. Mina, every day on radio, on the first of every month, it's unequal rights, debit orders. It's relatability. So everything you sell, be relatable enough to say, actually, I'll buy it. I'm gonna take that thing from that guy, put it in, confidently sell it.
Thank you so much.
Oh, incredible, incredible. I love how you say debit orders.
Guys, don't call me on the first shame. I'm grumpy. Because they go off at the same time. And I'm like, yo! Yeah, don't ask for anything on the first. I'm not a nice person on the first. Grumpy as hell.
Next question, please introduce yourself, who you are, what you do, and your question.
Okay. Hi, Khaya. My name is Tembinkosi Ndlovu. I'm from Orange Farm. I'm an HR professional / self-taught web developer. So my question is taking a different angle. As we see that the year is 2026, 4 years from now, it's going to be 2030. AI is booming. And we as content creators here, I believe, we have a dream. 15 years ahead, we're going to become this and that. And to be quite honest, all of us are nervous about this AI thingy. It can clone, it can do so many things. So what is your outlook with regards to the future as far as AI is concerned?
Such a beautiful question. Guys, the world changes, the world moves. Just because you're going to stand in the same position, doesn't mean it won't move. It's the one thing that we fail to do. We look at something, we are scared of it, we don't adapt to it. We run away from it, or we speak ill of it. Because do you understand that as soon as they say, yeah, AI, oh, it's gonna copy our face, it's gonna, scary. I decided to take AI courses just to understand what is it. What is it? And guess what? I use it now for a lot of things that make my life a lot easier. So even in this industry, I'm a performer. My career turns 30 years next year. And
Amazing.
no one told me there's something gonna be an influencer in the way one day. But why is the influencer in the way? Umbuzo ukuthi, okay, kumiwa kanjani la? Asibajoyine. So i-camera ngiyeza ngithi or ngithi, join them. I'm not saying change your identity, but life is moving. There are legend superstars that we watch on television who all of you still don't have access to because it's like, my Facebook, my Instagram, but life is moving. Life is taking a turn. It requires that. I make a beautiful example of Questa. He's a hip hop artist who you find him doing a young song with Tabs, a young Bani, oh Bani. Cause I'm hip hop, hip hop, everything I hear, hip hop. The world is moving. The world is moving, whether you are tough-headed, stubborn, it's gonna move. Yes, you were replaced by an influencer on a radio station. The world moves because you didn't influence. Yeah, when a picture A1, nama girls, ni major, there was no content. Do you know what I mean? You became slightly unrelatable. Keep day-to-day things healthy. It makes you stay in the mix of things. Everything. Don't look at working again. It could work for you.
Incredible. That is so true. All right, guys, next question.
Sanbonani, igama nguPhumzile Xwenga Mabandla Mthembu. What an insight. I'm very much excited. I think the fact that I came in looking around personal branding and making sure I learn a lot. I think that's okuningi. So angazi ngomunye ke, thanks to Absa. I have one question. How do you stay grounded despite the fame and success? Ngiyabonga.
For me, grounded is always remembering where I come from, right? I always make a joke because I was born in Umlazi, which is south of Durban, but my house is in Durban North. I always say to people, yes, I was born in the south, but I'll die in the north. But how I ground myself, weird enough, is based on people around me. I have an exceptional support structure of people who are not necessarily in the industry. I compartmentalize my friends. I don't have a friend I don't know what to do with. So there's a friend who's spiritual for me, where I speak to young and there's a dream, you know. That's what did it say? Actually, it's like, hectic, friend, it's winter. Can't talk to a shower. You know what I mean? Then you have a friend who is your financial advisor. Someone is like, okay, so I'm going to so why you taking a financially? That friend I stay around. I have a sister who says, the geyser is dripping, my dear. And it looks like it will make a hole in the ceiling. I can't ignore that. That's my home. And I'll tell you now, everyone who passes my house, they get that now at home. It's like, nakuka Khaya. You know what I mean? Even up in Joburg, Muzula Ekaya, I've a beautiful home. It's a stunning home. I can still go back today and be comfortable in that home. So everything you do, you must always make sure your feet are touching the ground, no matter how much of a star you're becoming. And the funny thing is, most of my friendships are 20 years old.
Wow.
I've got old friendships. Old friendships, because I know why I kept you in the first place. I didn't have money, you didn't have money. But and it went on. I'm like, yo, you are now HR manager. You're on TV. We support. Be around people who don't want your life.
Amazing. Next question.
Hi, my name is Ntabile Msipili and I'm doing PR in UJ. So I wanted to ask, you spoke about being in PR and marketing. So I wanted to ask, what would be your advice to a PR student who's still navigating towards that industry and also getting into radio presentation and so on?
Firstly, you need to speak up. You need to speak up. The volume of how you speak already tells the room you know what you're doing. Look around. I'm not saying, guys, when I say look at other people who do what you do or want to do, I say be inspired, then find your tone, your volume. A simple example, there's an amazing lady called Lebu Lion.
Sure.
She's a beautiful, well put together. She's not telling you beauty, don't get confused. She's just gorgeous. She's just a beautiful lady. But how she sells what she sells. And also, you can come for me on the comments. I said what I said. And if you're brave enough, you'll go because you're stupid. So PR and marketing is one space where I walk into brands and tell them why they need me. Because I've seen the little holes they have. And I'm telling them now, you have a problem here, you have a problem here. Give me a call, let's sort it out. They're gonna call me. Because firstly, they felt, yes, all right. And you must always come through, door, face up, neck, shoulders, I'm sure, give me a chance. Let me show you, give me a chance. Yeah.
I'm very sure.
You don't sound sure. Yeah, either. Because now you are in two industries that require you to be so present that I must be able to listen to you without seeing you. Theater of the mind, because I've commanded your presence with my voice, my energy. So you need to do the same thing. It means I sit on the mirror and I create an intro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Simon Sabela Mabuno Awards. And I'm like, that's boring. Let's try it again. Ladies and gentlemen, no, that's a lot. So I am my own critic. I work on it. Because being called on a show like Our Perfect Wedding, where Tembi Samdota was on, then what's Brenda Angoli, Nomsa Gomora Diva. I was like, how do I get in there and not be them? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So I walked in there and then I understood, no. I got my first season with them. It was 13 episodes of season 13. They were like, actually, we like it. Because I did me. Then season 14 and 15 had 26 episodes each.
Love it.
Hi, Khaya. My name is Vincentia Noktulam Semanga. I go by the name of V Royalty.
Yes.
And I'm a public relations practitioner and entrepreneur, a radio personality, actually, Talca Radio Award nominated.
You must mention it. It's the first thing. I'm a nominated radio broadcaster. You must drop it. Trust me, the room looks at you differently instantly. It's an accolade.
Thank you. So right now, the acting is a bit quiet, but I am doing auditions where I can, because finance. However, I'm from Pretoria, Kewanyana Pitori. My signature thing is control. Meaning I'm saying everything is cool, everything is nice.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
why are you saying no when things are just in control, you know? So right now, where I'm at, I love it. It's a dream, you know. It's a community radio station. I'm at Val, and it's the stepping stone to getting to where I want to be. 947.
Ooh,
So,
nice dream.
Yeah.
Nice dream.
So right now, my mentor said to me, "You need to have gravitas. You know, I hear you, I love you, I see the talent, but you just lack this. Or not even that I lack it, I just need to add it, you know." And for me as a Praetorian, I'm finding myself torn because gravitas for me, becoming a Santon girl, means breaking from being a Praetorian. And I don't want to break that because that's what I have. That's my currency. That's what people love when they speak to me. You know, the moment You know, already they just start listening to me. And so I'm just trying to hear from you in terms of brand identity.
Yeah.
And also I have to break, I was advised that I must use my own name, Vincentia.
Yeah.
But I don't like it when people butcher it. That's another thing. So I came
You know,
up with
Senchia.
Vincentia.
Vincentia.
Yes.
I
So-
trick, it.
So V Royalty is the brand that I came up with,
Yeah.
and she has done so much for herself, emceeing big events, sharing stage with Lamise. And right now, for me to say goodbye to V Royalty to step into Vincentia, it's becoming a bit difficult. Let me.
Yeah.
I never thought I would cry, but yeah. So
Don't.
I just want to hear from you in terms of identifying myself.
Yeah.
And being that 947 girl.
Yeah.
Getting that e-network, okay, Bravo Now show.
Yeah.
How do I accept the change and how do I change it but still don't lose myself?
It doesn't look like you are looking for a change. It doesn't look like you're looking for a change. It's almost look like if you've been given advice to stop being you. And that's the first thing I've read about you, your personality superpower. When you look at something like, you know, when there's quiet times in your, just acquire more talent, acquire more skill. If there's what's the word? Like right now, it's cold. There's less auditions. How about you try and learn a new language? Do you know what I mean? There's always space to grow. And whether your name is Anele or V-Glory, or if you are supposed to be in that room and you are able to speak on your behalf every day in that voice, in that tone, with that name, your world is yours. You take it. Like they can't, what gravitas? Like you made a good example. No one is Victory like Lamise. I've chilled with Lamise. Lamise has no aspiration to even live in Joburg. She will DJ the whole night around Joburg, but the trip ends in Pretoria because she's such a Pretoria girl. She's like, I can't. I'm Pretoria. So she got that big as a Pretoria girl. She got that massive. And yes, Lamise is her real name. Because when you go to Lamise, you can't feel some kind of way because of that. That they go, Lamise, you're the Mutanda, Lamise. I na vibe. Ubani sibongo uhold the worthy. Anyone can call you whatever they feel like it. It can't break you because you know who you are. You'll do it again tomorrow. And then the following day, you already are a step forward. Don't be pulled back by voices. Guys, there's a lot of voices in your ears. You are listening to everyone. No, my other friend told me, demo, you are listening to everyone. Right now, are you aware that you can release a massive song with no record label? You release a whole video because your friend has a little nice phone. Background, drop the video, go YouTube. So you have these things to your disposal. It's just that you guys are thinking too big. No, you won't have a camera. You must start with your phone first for someone to catch. So whatever you have now is a resource. Use that now.
Love that. Absolutely, absolutely love that. All right, next question.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kolisile Mbuisa. I'm so happy that I've came to this ground to talk about my own experience, but I just have a few questions for Khaya Dladla. So I want to know what makes a situation where when you go to an audition, you find directors exploit you most of the time, and you find a situation where, as a woman, it's not easy to get in because there's something that you need to do to get into the industry.
You mean sexually?
Yes.
All right.
And I'm also an entrepreneur, And I also like to give back to the community. That's what I like to do. Yeah, but in the future, I also want to be in the production world.
All right. Sexual exploitation in the industry is quite a big thing. And I think that's why there are organizations now that you can knock on doors and say, hey, he touched me. Hey, he did this. If it's not what you're about, walk away from it. Because also, if you allow him or her these days to do what they would do to you, are you aware that there's a possibility that every time you have to renew that contract, you need to go back to that moment? So deal with it in terms of whether you can open a case or approach these organizations. And it is these guys, you guys don't understand on how much you have in your hands every day, because I sit and watch people say, okay, story time, how I listen to those stories. And some people find healing from telling the story and having 200 comments down there saying, yo, you helped me. I almost went there. Do you know what I mean? So you've got so many platforms where you don't have to be the person you don't want to be based on what you want. However, on the flip side, I'm not saying go there, but if you can sleep at night and your life can change, who am I to judge? Do you understand? That's why I've never judged. I've heard people be like, oh my God, did you know that you got that job because you slept with the producer? Yeah, but my love, you have been sleeping with Siyabonga for nothing. She changed her life, and that was her journey. It's what she took, and she's able to go to bed with. That's her way, babes. If it's not yours, stay away from it. There's no need. I don't judge those people, guys, because right now you're saying that she's on the billboard outside. And when you are sitting here judging her, so run your race. Run your race. Whether the producer touching you is saying, okay, I didn't like this, but maybe I don't want to cause the drama. Whatever that has this producer, I'm not going. And that's your decision because of what you stand for. Because we are all also, remember, there's different religions in the room. Do you know what I mean? There is different beliefs in the room, you know? So do what works for you. You're able to sleep tomorrow and do it again tomorrow. So just whatever position you are being put in. I was naive when it happened. I didn't even know it was happening. Because I was happy that the producer's having lunch with me. This is great. I'm gonna do so well. And like, it's up to you.
Yay.
How much you want this? And it's, yeah, I want it. But I think he also saw on how shame band Lona Gulana, guys. Because I mean, a lot of people don't know. I finished matric when I was 15. So I moved really fast through my career. I became an adult at the age of 16. I was already out of uniform. I was already working. So I got into moments where I'm like, I was 16 when I was offered cocaine. And I'm like, what is that? Like, no, take, and it's gonna. It's gay. I don't trust this thing. What if it doesn't? That's how I do it. And I only knew when I was probably 19. I was being offered cocaine when I was 16. Because I was like, hey, powder, and also I'm getting sinus. What if I sneeze? You know what I mean? So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna try that. So every day, pull through for yourself, man. Pull through for yourself. You can, if you want to hang with drug dealers, and yes, people will think you're a drug dealer, but if you enjoy their company, are you aware with the day they get arrested, you're probably going to be arrested with them? It's a choice you are making. You're not selling any, but you are in the midst of it. It will count. So choose. I mean, sometimes I want even a friendship hello, but you trend each week. Yeah, I think who's on Let me have a socially distancing friendship. Show me, are you good? Long time. You're being hectic, but I won't be seen with you because you have got so much noise around you. It's not what I want for my brand.
For sure.
So I don't hate you. I support you from where I'm standing. Yeah, I'm not gonna march with you to go get a producer fired. No, I'm not joining in that noise.
Oh, love it, love it. Be authentic to yourself.
Authentic to self.
Love it, love it.
And my last question, I also want to ask, as you career driven in your career, you said you want to teach. I also want to find out, are you looking on becoming an artist manager in the future? And
So I
helping
do
young-
manage talent, but the talent I manage is mostly around the acting spaces. And when I do that, I'm doing it purely for sake of making sure you are not being misused, right? That's where the conversation is. What kind of show is it? You're like, it's a Shaka Ilip. Okay. So are you gonna show your boob? Is there any body parts that's gonna show? So the conversation changes with every detail. Will there be any form of intercourse in these scenes? Because you see South African television, everyone is on top of somebody naked. It's scary. So you need to renegotiate these things prior to you doing them. Because you get there, you agreed, you signed, yes, I'm yours, yes. Until it's time, no, Pella, show me this one you take off. You take off. You know, so I look out for you in terms of the practicality of what you're signing, because every producer making you sign a contract is looking out for themselves and not you. So that's where I am. I assist in that space.
Love that. Love. All right. These are going to be the last 3 questions we're going to be taking now. All right.
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Hello.
Kaya, you're a true definition of Black child is possible.
Oh, yes.
So my name is Bobby Nkwana. I'm a certified neurolife coach. I'm also a radio host. I've been listening to your story. I'm very inspired. But the one thing that I picked up is you've always been locked in your identity, right? Since the age of 8, you always knew who you are and what you wanted. And it is so easy, to lose that, especially if you don't have full support from your family and because of circumstances, right? I want to find out, you didn't just wake up and become this amazing person. It took a lot of work, a lot of work on self, a lot of knowledge of self, a lot of who you are, what you want. So how do you pour into yourself to become this amazing person?
So every experience you have, you must have a take home. You must have a takeaway from it. You love a friend for a good 10 years and they do you dirty on the 11th year. You are like, but friend, out of everyone you could have done this to. But then I remember, friend is human. They're bound to make mistakes. They're bound to hurt somebody. No one is like money. You can't be loved by everyone. If you are being loved by a person you met 3 weeks ago, better than the people who have known you for your life, stick with the 3 weeks ago person. You eat from that. You eat from their generosity and how much they give you. Lean to where you are more appreciated at all times, because that person pours from your cup, pours into your cup for you to pour out there. I mean, I can end a 20-year-old friendship if it no longer serves me, because there is a 3 weeks hot friendship. It's going down. That's like how people do when they have car insurance. You've been paying car insurance 1.2 for a good 2 years, only to find that somebody is offering me 600 rand. I'm leaving this 1.2. So you need to be loyal to yourself first before you are loyal to anyone or any other thing.
Oh, amazing, amazing. Is that 2 more questions, man? Okay. All right, cool.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Khaya, for your presence here. Your excellence is pouring beautifully into the room. My name is Tami Malkas. I'm an aspiring entrepreneur. So what I want to know is, what is the value and the role of social media playing in today's world as a vehicle for success, especially from like an entrepreneurial space? I mean, you could use marketing for their business without your face in it. But then how does then your face and your identity in the brand help you to offer help you to deliver you to the opportunities that you need for the future, especially in today's world where it's digital?
A beautiful question. It's so crazy how all of you have social media, but not all of you have made money out of it. But are you aware that you guys know people who've made money from it? Are you doing what they do? Do you understand? So every time you pick up your phone and you are watching somebody's video, whether it's a TikTok video, it's an Instagram video, it's a YouTube or a tweet, and you're about to write something nasty, count those very same characters you used, try use them positively. Because you know how many people who say stupid things on my comment, and I open them and I read you, oh, na ini ayukan na mabele ini inkomo iyo zinjani mine. And here's what, the first thing I do, I open their profile. I'm like, shame. I understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everything you do say does affect who you become later. Mina, if you see my comments on other people, it's o'clock, it's fire, emoji, you go get laughing. I can't ever make a mockery of anybody else because it takes a lot to put a video out there and put yourself out there. So monetizing social media is the same thing. Every one of you here met Mushendiki for the first time on social media. Every one of you here met Farida on social media. Every one of you met Zinumalo on social media. You met Apiwe, Naledi. You met Nontogozo Mkize on social media. You met Alfim Kwanazi on social media. Are you aware that what they were doing built a thing that someone wants to put money for? So every time you create a social media anything, will they buy this? There's a lady I worked with at Gagasi called Penny Nduli. Penny Nduli used to do videos of herself broadcasting at Gagasi when she had never even been there. They called her. She had a job. She did videos of her broadcasting at a station she's never been at. She wants to work at. So Vuga every day in the morning, it's like, it's me, your girl on YFM. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be great. Lalela, come Nandi, we've got more music. Don't go anywhere. Goodbye. That's an audition every day. Tag YFM. Tag until they call you. Tag. But you are building something. So when you use social media every day, understand someone gets paid for what you just did, but you used it incorrectly. So when you get on social media, F this, F that, finger ill, finger oh. Do you think Apps is gonna call you? Yeah, you're messy. You know what I mean? So careful of what you put out there because that's who you are. And the internet doesn't forget. Because till today, I'm phone call my exit.
Love that, love that. And also just to add to what Khaya is saying, from a entrepreneurial perspective, I think it's very important to remember it is your job to sell yourself. And it is your job to also educate a community, which is social media, about your product. No one is deserving of the product because you just decided to make a video. You need to actually sell it and you need to inform the community that this is what this is what it does, and this is why you need it. So if you're trying to figure out content ideas, figure out what is the benefit of your product, right? And explain it to the audience at large. Nah? All right.
Do an example, sorry. Go on your social media, watch, there's a lady who's a friend of mine called Dr. Lou. She has an aesthetics, like 7 or 8 aesthetics clinics around the country. She does 2 things. It's either on social media, she's praising the Lord, or she's selling you an aesthetic product. That's her brand. You come for her and be like, we want you to sell this car. She's like, I sell drips, skin pills, glutathione, cream, what. So look at how customized and niche she does. She knows exactly who she's speaking to. all the time. Very important, because your message will be direct. I can't speak to the youth the same way I would speak to the children. Sanpanani. Can you imagine if I came in inside anybody now? So every time you know who you're speaking to, you are able to direct your message correctly because you know who your target audience and how you speak to them. It's much more easier to deliver a message when you know who are you selling this to.
Incredible, incredible.
Sanbonani, Ikamukolani Prince Tusi from Orlando, also known as Ex Tusi, Velabahleke Tusi. Not by profession, but by interest. I'm a comedian, low budget filmmaker, I'm a scriptwriter, yeah, I'm a rapper also. So my question, I only have 2 questions for you, Khaya, today. And thanks for everything, by the way. On 2023, I dropped 2 projects. Both they were shot using Mobile Beam. But now, because AMPD Studios is willing to offer for us everything we want, everything we need. So can I ask you how to rebrand my brand? It's called ZDoc Studios.
Beautiful. So we start with how you introduced yourself.
Yeah.
You can't say not by profession. They will not take you serious. I am a rapper. I am a filmmaker. I am. Then it will make them come to you and be like, Vitu, what have you made? Take that same video you're talking about. This is what I am, but we want to make it bigger. So when you've done something, I've helped a lot of musicians recreate music that they've released before, or a film that you've done, but you want to redrop it. What was short on it? What was missing? But also, not to everyone else, to you, owner of the project.
Okay, my last question is, what I have observed about South African filming industry is that we don't do most of sci-fi, we don't do most of horror films, but trust you me, we can do Polygamist more than 100 times every year in different forms. My question is, how do I move on marketing my films, most in distribution forms?
Question is, who wants the film? Who wants it? And like right now, the radio stations can play the same person's music, but they can't because there's so much music. Even if you bring your song to a radio station tomorrow, it'll be playlisted right after Beyonce. Go where you are wanted and needed. You'll be valued more. For example, as a filmmaker, you need to make sure you are in a film festival of any nature. You get your tickets in there. That is a room you want to be in. All the producers are in there. Every filmmaker, creator, and I'm talking about films that are coming from the cinema. They are on Netflix, they are on who, they are on who. Those people are in that room. Careful as well. When you speak of how passionate you are about something, try by all means not to bash what somebody else is doing. It does send slight distastefulness of a better person. It's just simple. We are not doing enough sci-fi. Not that you need to do what the polygamist did and go straight for what you're coming for. It lands much more pleasant. People tend to listen to you because how naturally positive you're able to sit on every situation. I feel like we need to do more sci-fi. I feel like we can do it. I mean, we've got the capabilities. Yes, maybe a few studios can't, but we can try it. So always move in a direction where you want to go. Don't make people to stop looking there to look here. Yeah, so don't say, guys, busy with Slim. Did you see me? You're busy with, it doesn't land well. Just sell you, right? Every time, don't say anything that belittles what somebody else does because you have no idea what they went through to put it together.
Thank you.
That's, if you could summarize good PR in one answer, that would be it.
And I don't work for the polygamist. I don't. I have no, guys, I have no business in the polygamist.
Yeah, love that, love that. B?
Kai, I just want to say thank you so much for being here today.
Thank
I think
you.
on behalf of everyone here, you are phenomenal.
Yes, 100%.
Thank you.
So, guys, I just have a question. We are obviously live streaming this at the moment, and we have a question from someone online, which I'm going to ask.
Not my ex. I'm joking.
Great. So, we have somebody who is a wheelchair user, and they said that they've had an agent who says that there aren't any wheelchair, opportunities in the industry. So the question is, as there are few disabled presenters in the industry, how do I get into the industry as someone with a disability?
So, firstly, I need him, her, they, them to understand. As soon as you call it a disability, you already put yourself in a disadvantage. I am differently abled. It's a much more better word to use. Naturally, when you apply those words to you, you already move differently. Because you will take away the mentality of saying you are unable. When you say disabled, you are unable. So those opportunities will never make their way to you. Because you need to be very careful of what you put out there. What we speak with our mouths is crazy. The universe is listening. Your God is listening. Your energy. That's why we have things like manifestation now. You wake up in the morning, you tell yourself, I'm gorgeous. I'm going to make it. I'm going to do better. Also, believe in timing. Because you've been dropping songs and no one's getting into the songs. Do you understand that when... there's a man called Robin Thicke. He did that Lost Without You.
Yes, yes.
Are you aware that was his 26th album? Would you have given up on the 24th? That's why everyone has a story to tell. Everyone has a layer. What you are going through now is part of a story for you to tell. The reason why you are in the situation you're in, or God, or whoever your higher power is, putting you through this, he's probably writing chapter 14 of your book. Understand that everything happening around you could be happening for you, not against you. So the fact that the industry hasn't created a character maybe for a presenter or an actress on a wheelchair, what stops them from writing a little skit, drop it on the same social media that you guys have, man, the same data, that little video, you belting, literally, Lindelani Mkhize sees that, jobs, my babe, which city are you? I'm in Joburg. Can I see you? We have Joy Celebration audition. Brenda Mtambo, you wouldn't know if she didn't go to an audition for Joyous Celebration. She took the chance. Today, she's massive. Don't give up on yourself. When they say their audition, we are looking for an actress, they didn't say whether the actress is on a wheelchair or not. They didn't. But you rolling in there in a wheelchair could put the producer and be like, actually, we have a lot to tell if she's on the wheelchair. You just gave them an idea because you walked into a room. The character is strictly saying she's 25 years, gorgeous, light-skinned. Walk in with your dark skin. They might see something that they didn't think of. Because they not know it all. There was no GC until I arrived. They're like, we need a thing like this. It's a thing, we don't know, it's a girl bike, but it gonna be nice. Do you know what I mean? You inspire them because you decided to get into the room. Whether you are coming to act as a lawyer, you audition, you're walking in there with Amapai Ako because maybe that will excite them. Stop thinking for other people because you don't know what your walk in that day will do to their brains, their hearts, their eyes. Do not be scared to submit to the day. Because what's the worst thing they could say? Is no, they're not gonna beat you up. Do you know what I mean? The lady playing Onale Runa on House of Zwide, she actually auditioned for his Tembiso at Bomb. They're like, oh, I like her. I'm not gonna lose her. I don't know. It's nice. They called her a few years later to come and play Onale Runa. She auditioned for something else. She got a job for another. Just go. Go. Just get there. And just do your best. And you are able to sleep nicely knowing I did my best. Yes. Yes. For some reason, I don't know why I thought it was going to work for me to audition for Wango. Because Ubarimini is the only thing I know in Venda. But go. What if they actually like, what if don't Venda? We can do a Zulu. You know what I mean? So just go. Just do it.
Incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Khaya. Khaya, I just want to say on the behalf of AMT, behalf of AFSA, thank you for such a powerful, powerful session. I think everyone can walk away here today with at least one nugget and one insight that can change their life. And you've literally cleared a pathway. You've given them confidence, and that is absolutely, absolutely incredible. So I just want to say thank you for that. This was one of the best sessions I've genuinely had, and I learned so much. And I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of everybody else to say this was an incredible session.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Lastly, I just want to say thank you to the AMT team for putting this together. A big thank you to Bianca where's Bianca? Gone. Oh, there she is. Big thank you to Bianca and Nicole for making today happen. A massive thank you to the AMT production team. A huge thank you to APSA for making sure that this is not just available, but available for
Clap.
free.
It's clap.
Very much so. Available for free access to the space. If you guys want to see the space after, just look for Mzi. Mzi, please put your hand up. Look for Mzi over there. And Mzi will give you guys a tour of the space just to let you guys know what you have access to by being here. And of course, if you want to get access to these things, right, all you need is an APSA account. The APSA person is actually, are they not here? But there is an APSA building, right? There is an APSA business here in Newtown. So you guys can literally go in there, open your account, and literally you can get a booking as soon as next week to start your career, right? And lastly, I just want to say a big thank you to you guys for showing up for yourselves today. I think the questions were so direct and so insightful, right? I think everybody learned. So thank you for showing up. Thank you for respecting us, for being here. Thank you for respecting yourself. And in the words of Khaya, be bold, be unapologetic, and go into spaces and fill them up. We are done. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I like to make sure with you Thank you. Kali, picture time.